Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick art journal page. I haven't been feeling well, so I woke up and I don't want to sleep all day, I know, even though that's supposed to be kind of good for you. But I just figured I would do an art journal page using some distress oxides. I have wilted violet, peacock feathers, and picked raspberry. If I use all three, I'm not sure. Then I have an embossing ink pad, some embossing inks, and a Dina Wakley Media clear stamps. I'm going to use this one. And this one is clearly collaged hearts. So, without further ado, let's get stamping. And then this is my quote. It came in a pack of like journaling cards. And I don't remember what they were. It's so long ago. But this is the sentiment I will use today. Alright, and if this one doesn't work, I have this. Because this is a very old one. So let's see how well this is going to work. Let me get my stamping block. And the first stamp that I want to use. Is there any on there? There's not hardly any on there. So what I'll do, because this has a felt top to it, I'll just prime it. There we go. And just dab it on. I'll just add more to this. And then I will look to see. All right. And I'll keep putting some more on here. And I'll put one over here. This one just does not look like it did good. So, all right, let me go ahead and put some embossing ink on these before they dry up. I'm going to use black. And I'll just go real easy with it. And I'll pull this out. Well, that's not going to work very well, is it? Well, that's all right. And I'll just tilt this forward, tap it off, pull this out, and I'll just grab a brush so that I can brush off what needs to come off that I don't want to stay permanently on there. With that, tilt this forward. Ooh, tilt this forward. lay this back down. And I'll put this back in. All right. And before embossing ink dries on that, I'll wet just a scrap of towel just to wipe it off. And I'll wipe off where I dabbed there. Let's dry this and see how well this is going to look. I'll be right back. Okay, I dried that. And that's what that looks like. But I want to add some more. I got the Crafter's Square stamp set. Sorry about the glare. And I'm going to use this one. And let's see how that looks. I might use, instead of black, maybe pink. And I'll just stamp this down on there. Yeah. Shouldn't have done that because then the pink will stick to that, but that's okay. I have this glittery pink. Doesn't seem to want to be sticking to that. It's alright if I have a few left over. And no, that one right there will be good. Alright, let me wipe the embossing ink off of this. And I'll open this up. Pour this back in. Close it. Move these out of the way. And I'll be right back after I set this. Alright, and moving on. Let me get something here that I'm going to show you. Well, what I was going to show you was I had made a powder pouncer out of an old sock and some baby powder. Instead of buying an expensive one, I would just take it, pounce it on there, do what I was going to do, brush it off. But I'm going to add some of these. These I got from Tuesday mornings when they were open around me. And it's American Crafts painted circle stamp. And we'll do some white, possibly, of these. And I haven't used it before, so I will get it a little dirty. And I'll stamp it. Yeah, it's coming out, so I don't know why. Nothing wants to stick to it. So I might put these on top of here. Whoops, that's a lot. I'll put one right there. I'll just lay that on there. And it just doesn't look like it's adhering. So I have these perfect pens. Let's try these real quick. See if anything sticks better to them. Bullet tips, so we'll see. Why not? We'll see if that works. And then I have kaleidoscope, which is transparent. And that looks better. Close that up. And grab a baby wipe because I see some on the desk and I don't want it to stay there and get melted, or on my craft mat here. So I'll just clean it up real quick. And I'll go ahead and dry that. All right, now that I've went ahead and heat embossed all that, I'm gonna go ahead and get the box. For when I spray the inks, I know there's probably a shadow at the top, and I'm sorry about that. I'll first start with picked raspberry. There's no gesso on the page whatsoever. And let me get a paper towel because I know these can be messy for the tops and everything. And I just have a bottle of water. I'll push these around a little bit. I'll take my tops off. See, because they leak at the top for some reason. And it does, it gets all over your hands. And it's like all over the thing. So I'll just take a paper towel and wipe that out. And wipe this off first. It's like they leak from here. I don't know why, but who knows? Okay, now that I got that cleaned up and took up time, see, and then it pulls at the tip. Hopefully that'll be all right to use. Okay, first let's start with the pink. I'm gonna throw down some water so that this stuff will move better. And I think I will do some blue. I'll just move it around just a little bit, but I think what I'll do is I'll just take my fan brush and help this move around some, because I don't want to spray more. I'll just rinse it out so it doesn't keep. All right, let me find my the tissue paper I had from the other day. Do I want to blot that up or do I want to dry it? Let me dry it. I'll be right back. All right, now that it's been dried, I've cleaned off the nozzles of my sprays and I'll put them aside. And let's see, because this is going to be our sentiment. Yeah. All right, so pull it down so it straightens out a little bit. All right, let's see. I have, hey, what does that go to? That stamp set. I have this Dilutions stamp set, In Betweens. I like them a lot. I believe I'm going to use probably these hearts to create a border. So let me get that out. Okay, here are some options. If you don't have the Dilutions block for the long stamp pads, you can use a ruler. If you're a sewer, you can use a quilting ruler. There's a couple of options. Let's see. I kind of like this one, so I think I'll go with this one. And I will just put it on the back of this ruler because I can still see what I'm doing. Or I can use her stamp block. Put that down. I have some StazOn ink. Alright, flip it over and just line it up. It's not going to be perfect. I don't need it to be perfect. See? Not perfect. And I'll go over to this side. Hold the paper down and just put it down. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. All right. Now to go along the bottom. Just press it down. And then I'm only going to need half, so I'm only going to ink up. Whatever. I'm only going to ink up half because I'm only going to go to here. So let's see. I'm going to connect that. There we go. That's a hot mess, but I don't care. I'm going to flip it over. And I'll go ahead and ink this up. I probably should have moved it closer to the edge because of the binding. And I'll just use the ink pad to push it back down. Come over here. I'm not worried about lining it up too much. It's such a beautiful day outside, and I feel like such garbage. But, oh, look at that. I got more on there. That's fine. It's part of the background. That's funny. But like I said, I don't let it worry me too much, to be honest. Yeah, I'll go right here. There we go. I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. And I'll just clean it off real quick. I pressed down too hard. But hey, that can become part of the background. See where I got lines here, along here, and then some down here. I'm not worried too much about it. It's just an art journal page. It's just fun practicing art. That's all it is. All right, what's next? Okay, I have some white paint and the stencil from Diane Reevely. I'm just going to add some white circles to this. As always, my white paint likes to come out super fast, but that's all right. And just a makeup sponge. Let's see if this is going to work. Not bad. And add some more. Okay, see, normally, like with ink sprays, they like to take what's behind them, soak them up. That's a lot. Oh, well. Let's see. I do like them though. That's just too much white paint though. And then just to soften it out, I'll run my finger over it. That looks good. I don't know where I started though. That's all right. All right, okay, I have a black Sharpie. And I'm just gonna darken up some of these hearts. And some of these circles. I'll make these hearts solid. And then you can take a white paint pen if you want and add more to this border. I'm not going perfectly easy, but it's probably because I'm not feeling well, which is all right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Let me grab my glue. I have the Barely Art Precision craft glue, but any craft glue will work. Let me go ahead and put it on my back of my word here. All right. There's that. And I'll clean the tip off here. Insert the needle back in. Now, it does need something else, that much is for sure. So, I have a Sharpie water-based paint pen, and I'll just put a dot in the middle of these circles. Why not? And I'll dot these hearts here. And then I'll go back and scribble on them. Let me dry that paint. I'll be right back. Okay, that's dry. I'll go ahead and outline these hearts better so that you can see them. No, I'm not taking huge care to do it. And because I am such a color rebel, I'm going to take neon green acrylic paint. I'm going to water it down, and I'm going to fill in my words because they're just so boring. So, and I just need a light wash, just some old paintbrush, some water. I just want a tint. That's all I want. Just a tint. I don't want to paint. And I need it to be a little brighter than that, though. Now I'm not going to open the lid. That's my biggest problem. Add some more. A little more. I like being outside of the box anyway. All right, now that's better. That's better. That's what I wanted. I just wanted some other, I don't know. And I colored these in with a Sharpie anyway, so they'll be fine. I just didn't want the white to be so standoutish. I know that's not a word. And I will find my tissue paper. And I will soak up that green because I won't waste it. Yep, see, I'll let it dry and it'll be good to go. Well, there you go. I know it's not much of an art journal page this time, but that's what I could do today. I mean, you can, let's see, you can take a pen, go around your words. I like doing it haphazardly. And then that. Put some scribbles on your lines. Make that just as crazy and funky as the rest of the page. To me, it doesn't matter. It's all fun. But that's it. And there it is. Thanks for watching. If you want to, you can subscribe. That would be pleasant and nice. But I'm not demanding anybody to do that. I love the comments that you leave. If you have any questions, I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be blessed. Bye for now.